next to one of these monsters in a regular game, they're kind of scary. When you stand next to them in VR, they're really scary. So we did things like, okay, well, what if one of the monsters is 3 stories tall? Then that's really, really scary. You know, being able to do some very interesting things. I mean, dual wielding weapons is obviously very fun, but being able to, you know, there's a really cool melee system in the game, and you can actually chop limbs off of the monsters.
Yeah, we saw that in the trailer. That was nice.
And, you know, people have been playing Killing Floor for a while now, and they know this monster called the Gorefast. And he's got this big blade, and he chases you swinging this blade. In Incursion, you can chop that blade off, pick that blade up, and start using it against the monsters. So you can find out what it's like to use the Gorefast blade.
I'm good. I'm sold.
Yeah, I loved Killing Floor 2, and definitely down with the idea of playing more of this in VR, and especially since, I mean, like, again, I think it's critical to note here, this isn't just sort of like, okay, now we've added VR support.
Right.
This is a game that is, like, designed for VR, which I think brings in, you know, just a lot more immersion. I mean, are we using, we talking about using, like, PlayStation Move motion controllers on this, DualShock? Like, tell me about the control options.
Yeah, so the controls are dual move controllers, because the game is so based around using both hands. It's a very tactile game. I mean, aside from shooting monsters, one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to get people really into the game. So they're solving 3D puzzles with their hands, and they are picking things up, and you're manipulating things, and it's that sense of presence that you hear about in VR. And being able to do things with both hands really helps sell that.
Now, from like a weapons and perks and all the things that kind of make Killing Floor 2 great, what are we going to see in Killing Floor Incursion?
Well, because it is a completely different type of game, with Killing Floor 2, it's very much get 6 of my friends, we'll fight through these waves of monsters till we fight a boss. This game it actually has a full story-based campaign.
Oh, really?
So rather than just throwing a lot of stuff in there, we really focused it down to a subset of really enjoyable weapons: assault rifles, shotguns, axes, swords, throwing knives, and then just made them really, really fun to use in VR.
That's awesome.
And then being able to tell a story in the Killing Floor universe was really, really exciting. One of the things we discovered early on was anything you do in VR, it feels so much more impactful.
Yeah.
So when we were able to tell a story in VR, it was just so very exciting.
That's cool.